You know what gets me every single time about reality TV weddings? They always happen at some random hotel ballroom, right? Wrong. Amy Slaton just threw that entire playbook out the window and got married at a literal haunted inn. And honestly, I'm here for every spooky second of it. So Amy, the star everyone knows from 1,000 Pound Sisters, just said I do to her fiance Brian Lavourne this Halloween, and trust me, this isn't your typical white wedding story. 5 months ago, Amy dropped the engagement news, and fans were already losing their minds. But nobody expected what came next. The couple decided to tie the knot in what might be the most perfectly Amy way possible. A full-on Halloween-themed ceremony that's giving us all the gothic romance vibes we didn't know we needed. Now here's where it gets really interesting, because Amy told reporters that this wedding represents way more than just a ceremony for her. She literally said this is her dream finally coming true, her happily ever after moment. And when you think about everything she's been through publicly on that show, those words hit different. But wait, because there's a reason this Halloween timing makes perfect sense, and it goes back further than you think. Remember, this couple got engaged last winter, and you'll never guess where Brian popped the question. A haunted house. I'm not making this up. The man proposed to her at an actual haunted house, which means these two have been living their spooky love story from day one, and honestly, the commitment to the theme is kind of incredible. So naturally, when it came time to plan the wedding, Amy wasn't about to settle for some boring country club venue. She went full gothic and chose the Talbot Inn in Bardstown, Kentucky. And here's the kicker. This place is rumored to be genuinely haunted, with several ghosts allegedly hanging around the property. Can you imagine planning your wedding and one of your venue requirements is must-have resident spirits? That's next-level dedication right there. Now, let's talk about the look, because Amy absolutely understood the assignment. She wore this gorgeous sleeveless lace gown that had everyone talking, complete with a flowing veil that gave total fairy tale vibes. But here's the twist that made it perfectly her. Instead of a traditional white tiara, Amy rocked a black one, because why choose between princess and gothic queen when you can be both? Meanwhile, Brian kept it classic with a tailcoat tuxedo and black bow tie, giving us that timeless groom energy while still fitting the spooky aesthetic they were going for. The contrast between traditional wedding elegance and Halloween theme was chef's kiss, and you can tell they put real thought into making everything cohesive. But here's what really got me about this whole story, and it's something Amy said that I think deserves way more attention. She opened up about what this marriage actually means to her on a deeper level, saying that getting married means she's no longer lonely because she's discovered her soulmate. Think about that for a second. This is someone who shared her entire weight loss journey, her struggles, her triumphs, everything on national television. And now she's found someone who she calls her happy place. Those are powerful words, especially when you consider the context of her life. Now, Amy's been married before, and this is important to understand the full picture here. She shares 2 sons with her ex-husband, Michael Holterman, 4-year-old Gage and 3-year-old Glenn. And anyone who's dated as a single parent knows that's a whole different ballgame. You're not just looking for someone who loves you, you need someone who embraces your entire family. And that's a tall order that a lot of people can't handle. But here's where Brian apparently proved himself to be different from the rest. And Amy was super clear about this. She said that not only did he capture her heart, but he also won over her boys. And then she added something that really resonated with me. She pointed out that not many men out there will accept a single mom with 2 energetic boys. And that's just facts. Dating as a single parent comes with automatic challenges. And finding someone who genuinely connects with your kids and wants to be part of that chaos, that's genuinely rare and valuable. So when Amy says she's found her happily ever after, she's not just talking about finding a romantic partner, she's talking about finding someone who embraced her whole package, kids and all. And that's the kind of love story that actually matters beyond all the Halloween decorations and haunted venue drama. What I personally love about this whole situation is how unapologetically themselves they've been throughout this entire relationship. They didn't try to do what society expects or what might look better for the cameras. They got married at a haunted house because that's what they enjoyed. They got married on Halloween at a haunted inn because that's who they are as a couple. And in a world where everyone's trying to present this perfect filtered version of their lives, especially reality TV stars, there's something refreshing about a couple who just leans into their weird and makes it work. The wedding wasn't about impressing anyone or creating the most Instagram-worthy moment, although I bet the photos are absolutely incredible. It was about 2 people celebrating their love in a way that felt authentic to them, and you can't help but respect that. Amy's journey on 1,000 Pound Sisters has been incredibly public, with all the highs and lows that come with reality television. But this moment feels like it belongs entirely to her and Brian. This is their story, their theme, their happily ever after, and they're writing it exactly how they want to, ghosts and all. And honestly, after everything Amy shared with the world through that show, seeing her this genuinely happy and excited about her future is the kind of content we all need more of in our feeds. So congratulations to the newlyweds who prove that sometimes the best love stories are the ones that embrace the spooky, the unconventional, and the perfectly imperfect reality of blending families and finding your person, even if that person happens to propose at a haunted house and marry you at a haunted inn on Halloween, because apparently that's just how they roll.